Welcome to Tech Talk Central. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive into, well, the tech that shapes our daily lives.
That's right. And today we're tackling something pretty down to earth. Literally, a question lots of you have asked. Which cordless vacuum is, really worth it?
Exactly. We've spent some time digging into two really popular models, the Bissell PowerClean Fur Guard.
And the Shark Clean and Empty.
Our mission today, for you, our listener, is to sort of cut through the noise. We want to highlight the key features, what users are actually saying, and the big differences.
So hopefully you walk away well-informed, maybe even ready to make a choice for your own home.
We've got all the info here, so let's unpack this.
Okay, so let's set the stage first. Who are the contenders?
Right. So on one side, we've got the Bissell PowerClean Fur Guard. And that name Fur Guard kind of gives the game away, doesn't it?
It definitely signals who they're aiming for, pet owners.
For sure. And then on the other side,
we have the Shark Clean and Empty. Now, this one promises, well, ultimate convenience with its pretty unique self-emptying system.
so both cordless stick vacuums designed for versatility, easy use.
Yeah, but they approach it differently. Very distinct features here.
Let's dive into those features then, and maybe start with something everyone notices first, the price.
Good call. The Bissell PowerClean Fur Guard, it's currently listed at $199.99.
Which is down from $269.99, so under $200.
Exactly. Now compare that to the Shark Clean Empty. That one's priced higher at $349.99.
Originally, $399.99.
So, quite a jump.
Yeah, there's a used option for the Shark around $292, but looking at new prices, that's, what, a $150 difference?
It's significant. Definitely something to weigh up right away.
Okay, so price is one thing, but convenience features. This is where it gets really interesting, I think.
Totally. Let's talk about the Shark first because it has that auto empty thing.
Right, the automatic charging and auto-empty system. You finish cleaning, put it back on its dock.
Again, it just empties itself into a base.
Yeah.
Exactly. Into a 1.3-liter base. And they claim, get this, up to 500 times less dust exposure compared to, manually emptying the bin.
Wow. So for allergy sufferers or just anyone who hates that dust cloud.
It's a potential game changer. And it fundamentally changes that whole post-cleaning chore, doesn't it?
Yeah, I saw one user actually said they love vacuuming now just to watch it empty.
Yeah. That says a lot. It turns a pain point into something, well, almost satisfying.
And it has a quiet mode too, so it doesn't have to empty right away.
You can dock it, let it charge silently, and it'll empty later. Pretty thoughtful.
Okay, that's a very strong convenience pitch from Shark. How does the Bissell compete on convenience? It doesn't auto-empty, right?
No, it doesn't. It has an easy-to-empty dust cup, the standard manual empty, but its big convenience feature is different. It's called self-standing convenience.
Self-standing, so you can just leave it.
Yep, you can park it upright, anywhere, mid-clean. Don't need to lean it, don't need to find the dock. Just stop, stand it up, deal with whatever you need to deal with. Oh, that's actually really practical if the phone rings or you need to move furniture.
Exactly. And it makes storage easier too, especially in small spaces. So it raises this question, right?
Yeah.
What's more important to you? Hands-free dust disposal.
Or being able to park it instantly, anywhere.
Right. Plus, the Bissell has a removable battery and a wall mount option.
So, flexible charging, flexible storage, and you could get a second battery for bigger homes.
Which users do appreciate, yeah, adds to that flexibility.
Okay, let's switch gears to power and actual cleaning performance. How do they stack up?
Well, the Bissell comes in with a pretty beefy motor, 280 watts.
280 W. That sounds quite powerful for cordless.
It is, and it has 3 suction modes, Eco, Medium, and Turbo.
Yeah.
Go back to that name, Fur Guard.
It's really built for pets.
Absolutely. It has a Fur Guard self-cleaning brush roll, designed specifically to stop hair wrapping around it. Even long hair, they say, up to 16 inches.
16 inches, that's impressive. And what about seeing the dirt, especially pet hair? Ah, yes. The Fur Finder headlights. People seem to really like these.
Like LED headlights.
Yeah, but apparently super bright or angled in a way that just illuminates everything. Users say they see 3x more fur hidden dust.
Okay, I saw a funny comment about them working almost too well.
Exactly, because suddenly you see all the dirt you were missing before. It also comes with a specific fur finder tool for upholstery.
Right, it's supposed to get embedded pet hair out like twice as fast as some competitor tool.
Claims 95% removal. So yeah, very pet-focused features and power.
Okay, so 280 watts for the Bissell. What about the Shark?
The Shark Clean & D has a 180-watt motor.
180W, so less powerful on paper than the Bissell.
On paper, yes. but it uses that power differently. It has an auto-adjusting multi-surface brush roll.
Auto-adjusting.
Yeah, it changes speed for carpets versus hard floors, and it uses Shark's Power Fins technology.
Power fins. What are those?
They're like flexible silicone fins mixed in with the bristles, supposed to maintain constant contact with the floor for better pickup and also help prevent hair wrap. It also has self-cleaning tech.
Okay, so its own approach to hair wrap. And does it have headlights?
It does, yeah, LED headlights on the nozzle.
Then how's the performance according to users? Does the lower wattage matter?
Reviews generally say it has great suction on both floors and carpet. People seem happy with the pickup and how smoothly it moves between different floor types.
That's a good all-around performance. What about filtration? Allergies are a big thing.
Good point. Both actually have HEPA filtration systems. The Shark calls its setup an anti-allergen complete seal.
And the Bissell has a HEPA-sealed allergen system.
Right, so both are designed to capture over 99.97% of tiny dust and allergens down to zero point 0.3 microns, which is, really good for air quality, traps pollen, dander, all that stuff.
Okay, so filtration seems pretty comparable, both high level. What about battery life? How long do they run?
The Bissell claims up to 50 minutes of cordless cleaning.
50 minutes? That sounds pretty decent. Enough for an apartment.
Users seem to think so, or maybe just the downstairs of a house. But remember, it has that removable battery option.
Right, so you could buy a spare if you have a really big place.
Exactly. Now, the Shark, it provides up to 40 minutes of runtime.
40 minutes, so a bit less than the Bissell.
Yeah, and that's specifically in eco mode, measured at the hand vacuum. So real-world usage might vary. Takes about 5 hours to charge fully.
Any issues with the Shark's battery life reported?
There were some mixed experiences. One user said it only lasted 10 minutes at first.
Oh, that's not good.
No, but apparently subsequent charges got it up to 30 minutes. And crucially, customer service was quick to replace what they thought was a faulty battery.
Okay, so potentially some variability, but good support if there's an issue. And its battery isn't removable, right?
Correct. Integrated battery on the Shark.
All right, last big area. User experience. How easy are they to actually, push around and handle? Weight. Maneuverability.
The Bissell PowerClean Fur Guard is quite light. It weighs 7.3 pounds.
7.3 pounds. Yeah, that's pretty light for a stick vac.
Users seem to agree. Easy to maneuver. They also love the built-in crevice tool. You can apparently deploy it with your foot.
Oh, clever. Like just step on something.
Seems like it. And switching attachments is reportedly easy, but there is one critique.
Okay.
Some users mention a big plastic knuckle, like the joint where the head pivots. Apparently it's a bit chunky and stops the vacuum getting under furniture lower than about 5 inches.
Okay, so maybe not great for getting under really low couches or beds. Something to keep in mind.
Definitely. Now, the Shark Clean and Empty, it's heavier at 11.2 pounds.
Okay, noticeably heavier than the Bissell.
Yes, but it's apparently 30% lighter than the previous Shark model, the Vertex Pro. So, context matters.
And how do people find handling it?
Generally, praise for lightweight maneuverability despite the weight figure, and its slim design is good for storage. But one user did find the head felt a bit loose on carpet.
Loose? How so?
They felt it made cleaning stairs harder compared to a Dyson they'd used. Maybe less precise control on thicker carpets?
Possibly. But it does convert to a handheld easily, right?
Yes, it does. Standard feature, but always useful for cleaning, sofas, cars, shelves, that kind of thing.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. Price, convenience, power, pets, battery, handling. So let's try and summarize the bigger picture. Who wins for you, the listener?
It really depends on your priorities, doesn't it? If that ultimate hands-off dust disposal is your dream,
Like you just hate emptying the bin and want minimal dust exposure.
then the Shark Clean and Empty with that auto empty base is incredibly compelling, even with the higher price. It's an investment in, clean convenience, and its suction is rated well across surfaces.
Right.
But if
Yeah.
you're primarily a pet owner fighting that constant battle with fur,
Or you just love the idea of seeing all the hidden dirt.
then the Bissell PowerClean Fur Guard makes a really strong case. That Fur Guard brush roll, the powerful motor, and especially those Fur Finder headlights seem genuinely effective for pet hair and fine dust.
Plus it's significantly cheaper. And it has that self-standing feature for grab-and-go cleaning flexibility.
Exactly. So Shark for automated convenience, maybe better for allergy sufferers wanting sealed emptying. Bissell for powerful pet cleanup, value, and on-the-spot flexibility.
This has been a really enlightening deep dive into these two.
Yeah.
The Bissell PowerClean Fur Guard and the Shark Clean Empty. Lots to think about.
We really hope breaking it down like this helps you figure out your next cleaning tech purchase, gives you some clarity on what might be the best fit for your specific needs and home.
For Tech Talk Central, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Sarah.
Thanks so much for tuning into this deep dive. Remember, to find the latest prices and deals, definitely check out the links we've put in the description below.
Yeah, prices can change, so those links are your best bet.
And hey, if you enjoyed this comparison and want more deep dives into all sorts of tech,
please do subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you back.
absolutely.
You know, thinking about it, maybe the interesting thing here isn't just which vacuum cleans better, but how much we're willing to pay for different kinds of convenience now. What does that say about how we see chores?
That's a good thought to leave people with. Convenience versus power versus price.
Hmm.
It's always a balance. Thanks again for listening.